Hey, what's up guys? How's everybody doing today? So, the newest Netflix movie we have is called The Legacy of a Whitetail Deer Hunter. But realistically, they probably could have changed the title of this movie to The Redundancy of the Redundant Whatever Hunter, because in all seriousness, it's kind of forgettable, despite the fact that it's not a bad movie. It's kind of like a blowjob that you got like 5 years ago. Like, chances are it was probably decent, but nothing significantly good or significantly bad happened, so it was just kind of a thing that happened. The basic plot of the movie revolves around Josh Brolin, who's been kind of made famous for making hunting videos, and now his son's old enough to the point where he wants to take him on a hunting trip so he can kill his first deer. So it's Brolin's character, his son, and also Danny McBride who plays his cameraman. And the three of them just basically go off on a hunting trip, and it's supposed to be kind of more of a father-son bonding slash comedy movie. And I will say, narratively, the whole story about the whole father-son aspect, it actually kind of worked for me. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular, but I bought their chemistry, and I bought all the trials and tribulations that they had to face, between, being a father and son. Because Brolin and the boy's mom are separated, and she's got kind of a new boyfriend, so there's that whole weird family dynamic, and I actually related to that quite a bit, because that's kind of an awkward situation, not only for the child, but also for the adults. I feel like we're the only species that has non-biological parental figures, but I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. But that whole weird family dynamic worked pretty well for me, and this might sound weird, but I thought the cinematography was good. Partially because there were some really cool and interesting kind of camera angles during certain events in the movie that I thought were good, and also it takes place in nature, so obviously there's going to be really great scenic things, and that worked well as eye candy for me. The whole comedy aspect, though, it kind of it didn't really work for me. Like, there were some funny moments, there were some bits where I actually like laughed out loud, but then there was other moments where I was just kind of like, I don't know if that really works. I just feel like they could have injected a little more comedy into the movie. Like, I thought, with Danny McBride in there, I figured he might be able to spice it up a little bit. But 2/3 of the time, I thought he was just kind of there. Didn't really serve that much of a comedic purpose. Brolin was okay. He tried to play it straight and have it come off funny on accident, and that worked a couple times. But again, no, nothing special. And then same thing with the kid. The kid was actually decent. Not all of his lines worked. They weren't all funny, but he was alright. He didn't do a bad job. And then there was a couple bits about the third act that I thought were kind of goofy. And there's a little bit of CGI in the movie that I thought was kind of like, okay, whatever. However, I can understand that though, because from what I hear, having animals on set and getting a wrangler and getting the scheduling all worked out, apparently that's a logistical nightmare from what I understand. So sometimes it's just a lot easier to just do CGI, even if it doesn't look perfect, so I get it. But anyway, guys, I just felt like nobody in the movie was super enthusiastic about it. I just didn't really get that vibe from it. However, to some degree, I think the producers got what they paid for as far as everybody doing their jobs decently. So I think for this one, I'm going to give it a totally neutral score and give it a 5.0 out of 10. It's not great, it's not horrible, it's more of a party filler kind of movie, but overall it didn't piss me off, so I can't say I had a negative experience with it. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen this movie? Have you heard of it? Hop in the comments. Let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe, all that other shit that makes the channel look good, and I will catch you guys later.